Yo guys, what's good? My name is Callum Dolby and welcome back to another video. So this is going to be my home vlog against AFC Wimbledon today. I just thought I'd change the intro up a little bit. Normally I'm standing up and then I give the predictions with a little screenshot, but I thought I'd jump on my computer this morning and just scroll through Twitter and do your guys' predictions this way. It's just a little bit better, I think. You guys can see their usernames and all that a little bit better, so it helps out. So yeah, we're facing AFC Wimbledon today. We've played them 7 times in the past. We've won 2, drew 3 and lost 2, so pretty consistent record, I guess you could say, against them. I remember last season, I believe it was away, it was on Sky Sports. I couldn't go because I finished work at like 2:30 or 3 or something like that, and the game had kicked off at 2 or something. It was along them lines, and Madison went down to the floor when one of their players lightly touched him with his head, and that's pretty much all I remember from that game. But yeah, no, it should be a good game. They haven't started the season well, let's just say that. So I'm going to jump into the league table now. Right, so I'm going to be in this corner while I show you this. So yeah, we're 9th at the minute. I know you can't really look too much into the table, but say if we win today, we could easily go back into the playoffs. AFC Wimbledon haven't won a game in 10 games. They've actually played more than us. They've drew 3 and lost 7, so their record is pretty abysmal this season, but I'm not going to take anything for granted because these are the sort of games and sort of teams we normally slip up against. Not any disrespect to AFC, I like the way their clubs run after the whole split with MK. I don't even know, scam, I guess you could call it. I like the way the fans own the club, and they've played well the past couple of seasons, or the past couple of times I've seen them in League One. So yeah, no disrespect to them, but historically over the past few seasons we've really struggled to win against the sort of bottom half of the table, or teams that everyone else in the top 6 is beaten, say Bolton, AFC, Southend. Them sort of teams that are near the bottom aren't really doing too well. They normally pick up their form against us, which is always fun. So it should be a good game. I'm hoping that we can get a win and a clean sheet. So I'm going to go with a solid 2-0, with Boyd scoring on his return and Isa getting a goal as well. So yeah, that's my prediction. So let's jump into your guys' prediction. Let's swap over to Twitter now. Right, so here we are. This is the tweet that I send out before every single game. So calling all Posh Official and AFC Wimbledon fans, I'll be vlogging the game tomorrow and need your predictions with the goal scorers too. They will feature in a video that will go live either tomorrow evening or Sunday morning. Get involved. So yeah, the reason that sometimes I can't upload straight away is because I have to wait for the highlights to go live. So it takes a little bit of time for obviously the highlights to go live, then I have to cut it all up so it makes it in time with the celebration, all that sort of stuff, just to make the video look good. But yeah, let's get into your guys' predictions now. So we have my dad again here at Dolby1967 saying 2-0 Posh, Boyd and Isa. I believe he predicted 2-0 last time as well. I can't quite remember. But on to Matthew at MatthewBB92, saying 2-0 Posh, so 2-2-0s in a row. Tony and Isa scoring. Very solid prediction there. Obviously, I went with a 2-0 as well. And then another 2-0 from at Ryan_Freeman27, who is one of my close friends, and you would have saw him in the Sunderland vlog a few weeks back. He's saying 2-0 Posh, with Tony and Isa scoring. So 2-0 Posh seems to be a very popular scoreline. Isa with the goal for the first 3 predictions, and also mine as well. So just bear that in mind. Maybe we're all wrong, or maybe we're all right. And then at Simon Parker 1987 is going to say 4-0 Posh, Tony ×2 and Beavers. Oh, Isa as well. So yeah, I mean, I would love to see a 4-0 realistically, but I can't really see it happening. I feel like this might have to just be sort of like we snatched 2 goals in like 5 minutes, like we did at Tranmere, but actually keep the lead instead of throwing it away. But yeah, next up we've got @Dunks HD, who is also one of my close friends. He's saying 3-1 Posh, 2 for Tony, 1 for Madison, and a goal from O'Neill from AFC Wimbledon. So he's actually saying the goal scorer from AFC too. So yeah, 3-1. I can definitely see that happening. I can see us conceding 1 definitely today. But hopefully we can keep a clean sheet and get the defence's confidence right back up there. So next we've got @Pearsy4 saying 3-0 Posh, Tony getting 2 and Dembele getting 1. So yeah, fair play. I can see that happening maybe with them scoring. Another 4-0 Isa hat-trick and Knight. So this comes from @Anthony T117400501. What a name. But yeah, 4-0 Isa hat-trick and Josh Knight scoring. Again, I'm not sure if I can see us scoring that many and keeping a clean sheet, but I'd definitely be happy with it. And then this is our biggest prediction by far. You guys would have seen it before I started talking about it, but @Ben BBPUFC, just to say, guys, so Ben BB is a Posh YouTuber. He does previews and reviews for the games, I believe, and you should go check him out. Yeah, his channel's great. So moving on, he says 5-0 Posh, Tony hat-trick, Isa and Madison. So yeah, 5-0. I would love to see a 5-0, but you know, 2 home games in a row, I believe. So yeah, I think our last home game was 6-0 versus Rochdale, right? So to score 11 goals and concede none in 2 home games is a little bit of a big ask, but you know, I'd love to make a video on that game. So yeah, that's the end of the Twitter predictions. So I'm gonna swap back to my normal camera, and I'll see you guys when I get there, I guess. So we're back. So just before I go to the match, I just want to say to Dan Renham, the Doncaster vlogger from last week, I'm going to shout your channel out now, and I'll probably put the clip in of your prediction from last week as well. Basically, what happened with my camera was I lent it to a friend, and I forgot to export the files onto my computer, so I literally just couldn't do the video. So I'm going to put a little poll on the video. I think it's normally the little eye in the top right hand corner, where you can vote, should I upload the Doncaster vlog or not? Because obviously it has been a week now. I'm getting my camera back tomorrow, so I'm going to be using my phone today to vlog the game, which isn't a problem really, because phones nowadays have really good camera quality anyway, but it's not quite as sort of crystal clear as the Canon is. But yeah, no, would you like me to put the Doncaster vlog up or not? Because like I said, quite a lot of times has passed now. So yeah, thanks to Dan again for putting me on your channel. And yeah, I really appreciate the support. I've put his links down in the description, so make sure to go and subscribe to him. He's a Doncaster vlogger, really nice lad. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys at the Western Home Stadium. Let's do it. So I was just sitting in the stand. I got an official team sheet. I don't know why, but yeah, it's the team. So Ward's been dropped completely. I'm not really sure what's happened there. I know he didn't have a great first half against Donny last week, but yeah, maybe he's injured. Obviously Boyd and Blake Tracy come back, with Butler dropping to the bench, and Woodyard's actually back on the bench for some reason or another. He must have proved that he wants to stay. But yeah, it looks like a good lineup, and hopefully we can get the win.
didn't quite get it, but there you go. Cutting on the left. Really good. Isa. Wait. He's still got it. Took it around the left back, poked it in the So it just got to half time now. Very solid first half. 2 good goals there. Yeah, no complaints. If we can continue like that, maybe score a couple more goals, and keep a clean sheet. That'll be a good home win. Wimbledon haven't really offered too much, to be honest. Piggott looks quite annoying, I guess, to play against as a centre back, but apart from that, not really anything from them. But yeah, let's see what the second half. Got 2 on 1 here, it looks like. We got back well though. Pies. There he is on left foot. I just said good save. That was yeah, that was not good. 2-1. Okay, I said save at the end of the last clip, but apparently he went for his legs. On the counter attack here, I saw him to Tony. Still Tony. Pass the ball there, Tony. So we're about 65 minutes in here and we're getting absolutely outplayed. We're being overrun in midfield, and yeah, they're creating a lot of chances, but we nearly got them on the counter attack. Yeah, hopefully we can keep them out at least. That's the goal we needed. Let's go, Mo Isa. Josh Knight breaking away from Tony's interception, plays it into Isa. Really good finish. But we really needed that. We needed that goal. We needed that. Come on. 3-2 now. Really good finish there. I think it's Wordsworth who scored number 40. Just took it in his stride on the left foot, about 25 yards into the bottom corner. Hopefully we can hang on. 10 minutes left. Wimbledon on the break again. That should have gone in. That should have gone in from them there. Jesus Christ. If we end up drawing this, we have had so many chances to get more goals. Tony hitting the bar. Actually, Tony had another one. Madison as well, 1-on-1. Chipped it for no reason. We need to shut up shop here. We need to get the win. If we draw against these, it'll be an absolute shambles. Finish it! We should have scored about 7 this game. Isa, 3 in the box. Good save by the keeper though. We have to put these chances. Deep into stoppage time, and it should be time after we take this throw in. Should be. There we go. Thank God. Right, 3 points. We should have took our chances there, but you know we still got the win, so it doesn't really matter. But I'll speak to you guys when I get home. Welcome back. So this is Sunday now. We've had a bit of a chance to sort of collect our thoughts and give it a bit of a fairer player review. So I've got my dad here again. And we're going to go through the player ratings now. So we're going to start off with Pim in goal. Now I've given him a 4 because the past few games he just doesn't look very. I don't know. He doesn't assure me that we're not going to concede. And I think one of the main reasons that Wimbledon actually got back into the game was because obviously he let that goal, the first goal in, and before that Wimbledon didn't really offer anything, in my opinion. So yeah, I'll give a 4 to Pim.
I think he's been a bit harsh. I'm going to go 5.5. I thought he was okay, nothing to stand out. He just looks really small in the goal. I suppose we're used to Chapman being there from last season.
The Chapman's not exactly good either, is he?
No, but okay, he spilled it, went through his legs there. Slight deflection, but still should have easily saved it.
Yeah.
I thought his distribution was poor.
Oh, it's
terrible.
terrible. Yeah.
Kept kicking it out, but I'm not going to go. I'll leave it at 5.5.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I think our defence is okay. He doesn't give me any confidence. But moving on to right backs, obviously we had Mason. Obviously after Doncaster, I think he was a bit. I don't know. I think his confidence was low. Obviously he had the whole issue with whatever went on when he was at Doncaster, and I think he just got a bit, I don't know, scared of the occasion almost. But this game he was okay. Didn't really do too much wrong. But then again, Wimbledon weren't too great on the attack, so I'm going to give him a 6.5.
Yeah, I'll go with 6 with Mason. Didn't really notice him doing any bad work, but he wasn't a big threat going forward either. Seems steady enough.
Yeah. So next to him, we had Beavers. Again, he was pretty average. Didn't do anything particularly amazing, but obviously didn't do anything really bad like he did against Fleetwood, for example. But obviously conceding 2 goals and being a part of that defence, I'll give him a 6.
Yeah, I'll go with a 6 with Beavers. I'm not really sure. He's okay. He's a safety first defender. Just kicks it into the stand. He was okay.
He's a bit like I think of Beavers as like a sort of Steve Evans player.
Yeah, could well be. Yeah, he's okay.
Boot it up in the air.
Yeah.
I think there was
technical.
I think there was one point where he just smacked it up in the air yesterday, wasn't there? He didn't do it. So obviously, his centre back partner was Kent. No, I really like Kent. Obviously, he's young. He's a good leader, and he probably was the best defender out of the 4 yesterday. So I'll give him a 7.
Same with me. Yeah, Frank Kent played well. I quite like him. Again, reminds me of Bennett. Said it before. Reminds me of Ryan Bennett. Steady on the ball, brings it out. Always got his head up, looking for options. Yeah, 7 for me.
Yeah, and then I think our worst defender yesterday was Blake Tracy. He didn't look at it. He kept giving the ball away. He didn't his passes. What he was trying to do wasn't working out. I just don't think he should have been put right back into the team after his injury. I know Butler didn't play well against Doncaster, but he was poor yesterday. So I'll give him a 5.5.
Yeah, I'll go with a 5 for Blake Tracy. Didn't look at the player that he was before he got injured. Whether it was too soon, I don't know. Whether it was a fitness issue, but he looked pretty nervy to me.
Yeah, he did, yeah. So moving on to the base of the diamond, we had Reed. Again, not too many people notice what the work he does, but he plays a vital role in the team, being at the base of the diamond and being aggressive. Although he is quite short in relativity to other players, he still gets stuck in, still does his job, and he did it again yesterday, so I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, I've gone with 6.5 for Reed. Did his job well. He came out after the match that Ferguson said he was injured before, with a stud to the top of the boot, or the top of the foot, sorry. So yeah, he was maybe playing a bit conservatively for him, but he did okay.
Yeah, so moving on to the right hand side now, we've got Josh Knight, just consistently one of our better performers in the team. I'd say probably one of our best players we have, even over the likes of our attacking 3. I think he's going to be the key to us getting any success if we do get any this season, so I'm going to give him a 7.
Yeah, 7 for me too. Played well, full bags of energy up and down the pitch, got a good engine. He looked up and spotted Isa for his goal, or for his second goal.
Yeah.
Good pass, didn't panic. Yeah, for a young man, he's doing very well.
Yeah, I'd say he's probably championship quality.
Could well be.
So obviously we had a return of Boyd as well after missing Tranmere and Doncaster. Now I've seen a few posh fans saying that they don't really sort of rate Boyd since he's come back, but I feel like they just don't really understand that he's not playing the sort of attacking midfielder / left wing role that he was playing the last time he was at the club. He's a centre mid. Like, he's got a good engine. His passes are just intricate and really, really well timed. He's got the sort of style of play that you need, and he just knows the game. He's got so many Premier League appearances. That experience is pretty much, you can't really replace that on the pitch, especially in League One. So I'm going to go with a 7.5. I think he was absolutely fine.
Yeah, Boyd, I'll give him a 7. Always up and down the pitch, always looking for a man. Plays with a smile on his face, and he brings others into the game, which is what he's all about. That's why they brought him back. He's not going to be the George Boyd of old. He can't be. So well,
he's not playing in the position, is he?
No, he's not playing in that same position. And obviously he's that bit older now, so enjoy him while you can.
Yeah, exactly. So moving on to Maddison, who was at the tip of the diamond. Obviously, he scored an absolutely great goal considering it was his weak foot. Obviously, it probably wasn't as good as his goals versus MK and Sunderland, but still a cracking finisher, considering it was his weak foot. So I'm going to give him an 8. I think he got an assist as well.
I'm not sure, but yeah, I'll go with an 8. Off his right peg, quality finish. Always seems now to put a shift in. Getting more and more popular every week. Looks like he's enjoying his football, so that's what we want to see.
Yeah, and any time he gets on the ball, you think something's going to happen. I think he's one of them sort of players. Like, as soon as he gets on the ball, he looks straight up, tries to sort of, in some cases he does rush it and sort of just plays a weird ball.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of times he tried to chip the keeper, didn't he?
Yeah, and Fergie said just get him off. That's why he went off. I heard apparently a fan said who was sat near the dugout said, like, just get him off with a couple of expletives in there, but that probably wasn't his best decision. But when you got Maddison on the pitch, you've always got a chance of getting goals.
Yeah, definitely. So all good with Marcus, I think.
Yeah, so for my man of the match, a lot of people, there's mixed opinions on this, and even with us too there is. I'm going to go with Isa and a 9. He scored 2 goals, won us the game, clinical finisher, and I think his close control in the box is amazing. Yeah,
I'm disagreeing a bit. I'm going to go with a 7. 2 class finishes, but up to that point, just before he scored, I said to Callum, has he touched the ball yet? And then he popped up and scores, which is his job. We've had forwards like that before. I think Sombalonga was one we used to think, God, is he ever going to do anything? And then he goes and bashes a goal in. So he's a weird one. He's a class finisher, clinical finisher, but he's one of them that you're not going to see affect the play too much all game.
I think he tried a bit harder than he has been doing, though.
Yeah, he could well.
Especially in the second half, I did see him close down a lot more than he used to.
Yeah, probably. But
I think that's something he needs to improve on. But having him along with Tony, them two up front, is just like.
We're so lucky to have the 4 front players really.
Yeah,
we've got. I mean, happy days.
Yeah, you can't really complain when you've got. We've got the top scorer in the league, the second top scorer in the league, and then Maddison, I think, 3rd or 4th with 6 assists as well.
Yeah, so
you can't complain. No, I think this one's probably going to be a little bit controversial for me. So we're moving on to Ivan Toney now. Now I'm going to give him a 6. I don't think he played well in attack going forward. I think he was fine in defence again. He's normally the one that's clearing the opposition's crosses, and he held the ball up well, but there was quite a number of occasions. I think he missed a couple of one-on-ones, and there was a chance we were breaking away and there was players either side of him, and he decided to go on his left foot and shoot outside the box, which obviously went wide. So yeah, it was just poor decision making in the final third from him, so I'm going to give him a 6.
Yeah, I'll go for 7. I just think his hold-up play is good. Brings other players into it. I think the second goal he sort of tackled in our area and stayed on his feet.
Yeah,
he could have gone down because he did get clipped, and he found the ball and that eventually ended up in the back of the net from Isa.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I just
think he just puts a shift in. That's all. He's just all arms and legs, as we've said before, and he's a nuisance. So.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, but I think if he would have I would have easily bumped him up to a 8 or a 9 if he would have made a couple more better decisions. But I think that it did invite Wimbledon back into the game. It's not just him though; there's other players as well missing chances, aka Madison as well.
We're still making those chances, which is, I'd be more worried if we were not creating like we were last season.
Yeah, it was terrible, weren't it?
And we couldn't buy a goal last season.
No, we couldn't. So that's the starting 11 done. So I'll move on to the subs now. So just go through these quickly. Tazdemir was good when he came on. He played, I think, 2 balls. I think one was to Isa, and I can't remember the other player, and they were through on goal. The one with Isa was when he could have scored his hat-trick in the last few minutes. So yeah, a good couple of passes from him, but I'm going to give him a 5.5.
Yeah, I'll go for 6 for Tazdemir. I quite like the look of this player. I think looking forward to see him on Tuesday against the Arsenal under 21s.
Yeah, we'll be going to that because it's free. So
yeah, it's free for season ticket holders. So yeah, we usually go anyway because it's
funny.
Yeah, it's a good evening out. But I quite like him. It'd be interesting to see him against the Arsenal youths on Tuesday. A 6 from me.
Yeah, he was good. And then Woodyard. Now, again, a lot of Posh fans are disagreeing on Woodyard. Some saying he shouldn't be anywhere near the team, and others saying he brings quite a lot to the team. No, I don't think he's a great player. I don't think he's good enough to be in our team. I feel like he should be. Maybe he's sort of like I feel like he's a League 2 quality player. That's why he was so good with Lincoln when he was with them. I just think us going for promotion to the Championship, I don't think he quite cuts it. So I'm going to give him a 5.
Yeah, I'm going to go with a 6 again for Woodyard. I thought he was in the squad for a reason because I probably knew that Reed wasn't going to last the 90.
Yeah, they had to sort of put
so they had to put somebody in, and I thought he did well. Broke up the play, harried, which is his game. Harried and hassled and got stuck in. So I don't think he did anything wrong, to be honest. So I'll go with a 6.
No, and then moving on to the fans now. Realistically, at home, we don't get a very good atmosphere a lot of the time, unless it's sort of like a cup team, a cup tie against a big team, Premier League team at home, like Leicester a couple of years ago we played. I remember we played Norwich a few years ago as well, but they were vocal. I guess London Road End at least was vocal.
Just need more of them.
Yeah, that's it. Just need people to support the team really, and I just think there's too many people that are too happy to go onto Twitter and moan after the game when they haven't even been, and I think that's just it. That just sums up a lot of fans really. They just hop onto Twitter and you learn they haven't even been to the game yet. They're criticising players they haven't even seen. So, but yeah, that's just my opinion on that. Moving on to the manager, I'm going to give him a 6.5. The subs, they worked, I guess. Woodyard was probably a smart decision because I think Reed was probably feeling his injury after we knew he had one, and also, he's a bit more sort of, I guess he's a bit bulkier than Reed, but not by much. But yeah, no, he was fine. Manager was good, I guess.
Yeah, give him a 7. We were just discussing whether he should have played Blake Tracy.
Yeah, that was a point.
Whether he should have come back on from the bench, I don't know, but that's anybody can say that in hindsight.
Yeah, it's kind of Blake Tracy and Butler is sort of, I don't know. It's strange. We seem to have a lot of positions where we've got 2 average players, and not one that's a lot better than the other.
Yeah, but I think Blake Tracy will be all right. I think Butler will. I mean, he proved it last season with Newport. We just got to give him a chance, I suppose.
I do prefer Blake Tracy though. He has. I think he's played before. Obviously, before he got injured, he was playing really well.
Yeah, you don't know how fit he is, do you?
No. So
anyway.
But yeah, that's it for the player ratings. Just a couple of thoughts on the game in general. Wimbledon fans were actually quite good, to be fair. Obviously, we did pretty much put them out of the game at 2-0, but they managed to pull it back. So it was a good game to watch. We held on at the end. It was sort of typical Posh from last season before. Well, probably the past 3 or 4 seasons.
Yeah. We've gone back to we're going to win 9-8
Yeah,
the moment.
I mean, that used to be the sort of memo under Fergie before, wouldn't it? Really, we just scored more than them. I mean, with a front three of Isa, Maddison, and Tony, you always got a chance that you're going to score more. But we can't always rely on that. But I think we sort of have to remember we did have, is it 5 or 6 clean sheets in a row?
We did, yeah.
So defence has definitely improved, but hopefully we can pick up a win against the Arsenal under-21s and in the checker trade with our second string team. Should be a fun game at least. And not sure about Wickham. They're on a really good run of form at the moment. I think they're second in the league. They're playing really well, and if we get a point there, I'll be happy. But if we get a win, even better. So we aren't going to Wickham, are we?
No, we're not going to Wickham.
Not going to Wickham, so I'll be doing a preview and a review for that because it looks like a good game. Top of the table, I guess. Nearly. I know you can't really take too much into the table at the start of the season, but a team on a good run of form, you can't really put that against them. So I'm looking forward to that, and I will see you guys during the week for the Arsenal under-21s game. I will be vlogging that, and as I always say, cheers.